What's going on, YouTube? It is episode 5, otherwise known as The Inconveniencing. This is one of my favorite episodes of the whole show. It's been one of my favorite episodes since the first time I watched the show back in like 2000 whatever teen it was when it came out. 2012 actually. I don't know if I watched this episode. Either way, this has always been one of my favorite episodes. Thought I heard a rattlesnake. There actually are a lot of very cringy moments in this episode, but I just personally choose to omit those from my memory. Starting out this episode, we have sweater number 12 from Mabel. The 12th sweater that we have seen her wear in this show thus far. Took the glasses off. It is a very bright day out, but I don't know, I just feel like I don't really need them.
Mabel, do you believe in ghosts?
I believe you're a big dork.
Well, I wonder if this comment about ghosts will foreshadow anything in the episode.
Roof time, roof time,
Roof time, roof time.
Okay, this isn't really necessarily like a Gravity Falls thing or like a this episode specifically thing, but in this era of TV shows has a lot of like chanting done by the teenage characters. I don't know if that was like a common thing for kids to do back in them days, but it's really weird, and it happens a lot in this episode specifically, and basically any episode where Wendy and her friends are there. There's just a lot of chanting.
Yes!
Right.
Me first!
That has got to be like a hefty ass pine cone if it's gonna set off a fucking car alarm. Like, it takes quite a bit to set off a car alarm. That's just a pine cone.
Jackpot! High five! Don't leave me hanging.
This episode starts off Dipper's crush on Wendy. In retrospect, I can really appreciate how one-sided it stays. Also, I believe Wendy definitely could have been a contributor to my lifelong addiction of redheads. Wendy and that ginger girl from Scream 1996. Holy fuck, bro, she is so bad.
Dipper would prance around and sing a song about grazing.
Why does Mabel just have like a printed picture of Dipper in the lamb costume just on her, ready to go at all times? But honestly, considering Mabel's character isn't that far out of the realm of possibility, I guess.
In the belly! In the belly! Wendy! Wendy! Wendy!
Him out.
Yeah, I'm the guy who spray painted the water tower.
Oh, you mean the big muffin?
It's a giant explosion?
There are actually numerous locations for these muffin explosions that can be seen throughout Gravity Falls. And there's a couple that can be seen in this very episode. I'll point out a couple if I see them. But, you know, if you're watching this show, keep a keen eye out and you'll see a few of Robbie's muffins. Okay, so in this scene, we see Robbie getting into the minivan, like the car, through the middle, like, sliding door, going towards, like, the middle seats of the car. But then in the next shot, he's in shotgun. So this means that Robbie must had to have, like, climbed, like, over the seats, or, like, climbed from the back into the front seat to get in a shotgun. And he does this for evidently no reason, given that he says that he always rides shotgun.
Ow! Sorry, kid, I ride shotgun, all right?
And that the door works perfectly fine.
Thompson!
We got a muffin, or a giant explosion, I guess, drawn right here in the car, presumably illustrated by Robbie. Also, it says Seuss in like bubble type letters back here, implying maybe Seuss hangs out with these kids as well, or has in the past. So Wendy and Dipper are eating ice cream here, which they did not bring themselves to the convenience store. So this implies that since 1995 have been insulated enough to keep ice cream frozen solid since 1995, which is like 20 years, like 20 something years.
Maybe I've had too much. What do you think?
Would you like to eat my candy paws?
Of course, you little angel.
This is one of the most iconic shots in the whole show, Mabel tripping out on the smile dip. And even crazier about this shot is that is that the bullshit that the smaller dog says to Mabel, which sounds, you know, initially sounds like some like gibberish or whatever. When like played in reverse, he's actually saying must distrust Grunkle Stan, which is pretty fucking crazy. A great example of Gravity Falls being like actually scary at times. I can say with absolute certainty that this like little brain nervous system monster scared the shit out of me when I was like a little dude. And still, you know, it's pretty out there for a kid's show, which I can appreciate.
Future is in the past. Onward, Aoshima!
Okay, so Mabel here, riding on this like fist having dolphin thing. She says onwards Aoshima, right? Which I looked up Aoshima, whatever. And that's the name of the cat island in Japan, that island that's got like hella cats on it. I don't know if that's like a reference or intentional, but either way, that's, you know, fun facts or whatever. In this shot, Robbie's ukulele or like banjo, because it only has 4 strings and the guitar has 6 strings. In this shot, it has 5 strings, and then in this one, it has 4 strings. This maze on the back of the cereal box is impossible to solve, at least in the intended like start to freedom way that it prompts you to. If you want to, you can pause the video and try it yourself, but yeah, it's impossible. So I could be tripping, but the way that this guy's face looks, he kind of looks to me like he could be the older dude, like the dad age dude that we see in the first shot of the first episode and throughout the show. Kind of looks like this guy. Maybe I'm tripping, maybe I'm not, but I guess the timelines could match up. Maybe this is him when he was younger. At the end of the credits, the little cipher thing at the end of the show, it says, when deciphered, it says onwards Aoshima, which is of course a reference to what Mabel says when she's tripping off the smile dip. Thanks for watching this episode 5. I'll get the next one out, you know, as soon as I can, I guess. Again, thanks. If you haven't seen the prior episodes, I'd go and watch them if you want to, I guess. But till next time, thanks for watching again, and I'll see you later.